Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, we've got to discuss some stuff here about the Classic Arena that really shocked me. I had no clue that this would have been the case or this was happening. So, if you're not aware, I had a trip last week where I went out to Los Angeles, California with some people that you might know from the Raid community, like Deadwood Jedi and some different content creators that were flown out there to record some stuff for a new game coming out called King Arthur Legends Rise. Well, anyway, because of flying out there and being so busy, kind of running around doing stuff, not being at home, you know how it is when you're out of town, you're on vacation or whatever. I ended up falling out of the loop for like the first time in years on Raid Shadow Legends, where I was kind of like dropping down in the Classic Arena. You can see I'm fighting my way back up now. Just kind of been spending my tokens to get back up there into Gold 5. I've been playing Raid for like 4.5 years at this point, which means I've been in Gold 4 or Gold 5 for almost 4 years at this point. So I really had no clue what silver looks like in the Classic Arena, and it completely blew my mind. So let me pull this up right here real quick. So this was a screenshot of what was going on my account when I dropped down into silver, and I got back home and I was able to really get in and get back to the grind again. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is harder than Gold 5. Down here in Silver 4, this is like peak arena. It's like Silver 4 and then Platinum. It's like, and I think maybe the reason this happens is because it's all the people that are trying to get into Gold. So Silver 4 ends up being like this savage bloodbath of everybody trying to rank up. And then once people are in Gold, they're kind of like to the place where they want to farm. So they set up like the one-person defenses and stuff like that. But in Gold 5, it's easier than this screen right here that I saw in Silver 4. I mean, just look at these teams here. We've got Duchess, Mithrala, UDK, and then the Canterfon to pair with the Duchess with the Veil. So you've got all sorts of mitigation, toughness, revive, cleansing, and then the Canterfon at dealing the damage. You've got Hegemons. You've got this team right here with Siphi and Yumiko, Nekrit. Just completely insane. You've got double Nekrit on this page, two different teams with Nekrit, two different teams with Duchess. You've got Krisk just going hyper defensive. They've got a +3 Duchess right there. Their name is Whale. That's kind of funny. A +3 Duchess in Silver 4. So this completely shocked me. So right now I've kind of been ranking up a little bit, and this is what my account looks like in Gold 2, and I'm just kind of farming my way back up into Gold 5 after the trip. And look how much easier this is than the Silver 4 screenshot right here. Like, this is Silver 4 and this is Gold 2. I mean, I've just got kind of like my general utility team right here that I farm in the arena to kind of like lazily rank up on full auto, because I kind of counter all the bases right here. I've got the Duchess for safety. I've got the Tormund versus the speed teams. I've got the Ramantu as a hybrid build. I did a guide on that where he kind of like brings utility. He's my double buff strip with Uko, and then Ramantu deals enough damage to whittle down the team while I'm kind of lazily just full autoing every single team. But I kind of go through here. If I refresh a new page, like, these are all way easier than what I saw in Silver 4. In Silver 4, I had to kind of like be picky. I had to, like, I mean, some of these teams are tough for me, and I've been playing since the very beginning for 4 years, and I've spent like over $10,000 on Raid, and some of these teams would be insanely difficult for me to beat. So it definitely changed my perspective a little bit on what some of you out there are dealing with. If you're newer players in Raid, sometimes it can be a little bit of a blind spot for me, admittedly, because I've played for so long that it can be hard to understand what somebody who's been playing for 6 months or somebody that's been playing for 10 months, what the game kind of looks like and feels like to them. And it's experiences like this that kind of randomly happen where you're on a trip and then you fall behind on your stuff and then you have to catch up, where you can kind of be like, wow, this is what Silver 4 looks like. I would have thought that the teams in Silver 4 had like, I don't know, 120,000 power, 130,000 power, not 350, 388, 367, with all sorts of top tier void legendaries and stuff going on. Absolutely crazy. And the thing is, I don't really know what could be done to mitigate this, because I think what happened is that these accounts went inactive and they fell down in the arena like I did when I went out of town. So they probably go inactive and they keep dropping down tiers. I don't know how Plarium could mitigate this. I mean, maybe once your account is in Gold 5, you can never fall into silver again. So like if you go inactive for a month, you'll fall down into gold 1 and you'll just go to like the bottom of gold 1 and you'll never go into silver. It could be something like that. Once you get to the highest tier of a certain rank, you'll never go down to the previous rank. So like if you get to the highest tier, I can pull up the different tiers here and kind of walk you through. Now for bronze, it might get a little bit weird, but we could say like once you get to bronze 4, you can never go into bronze 1. Once you get into silver 4, you can never go below silver 2. Once you get into gold 5, you can never, or let's say once you get into gold 4, you can never fall back into silver. Once you get into gold 5, you can never fall below gold 2, something like that maybe, because that might alleviate some of these like 400,000 power gold 5 borderline platinum teams falling down into the silver ranks and bullying some of the newer players. I mean, what is my actual team's power here? So my team is 340. This is the team that I just lazily farm the arena with. There's all sorts of different compositions I could go with. I could go with like a speed arbiter team to blast down. Sometimes I do that if I just want to blast through like 10 tokens really quickly. I'll switch over to like a 360 speed arbiter or whatever and kind of blast through. But if I just like to do one general utility team, I go with my 340 kind of hybrid defensive team right here. So my team is 340. So it definitely shocked me that there's teams over 300 in Silver 4. So let me know down below if that's a problem for you, if you've run into that like in bronze and in silver. Now, I did just do the recent series over on the promotion with Amazon Prime where I hung out with BBXH and Dean So Cool, and they were playing the game as a new player, and I was walking them through different competitions against each other and all of that. And bronze Classic Arena really didn't look that bad. It looked like, you know, they could compete at least. But then silver, I couldn't believe how crazy it looked. So I thought it was worth discussing here on the channel and then seeing if any of you are experiencing that, or if silver is always that crazy, or if it's like a recent development or all of that. Because like I said, someone who's in gold 5 all the time, it's a little bit hard for me to know what bronze and silver are going to look like consistently as Raid Shadow Legends continues to age. And this is really important to get right because a lot of your progress, even on the PvE front in Raid Shadow Legends, is going to be linked to your rank in the Classic Arena. And this is a big deal in the Tag Team Arena, especially because you have to get to Gold Tag Team Arena to be able to finish your progress missions. And that ends up being one of the biggest sticking points in the raid player base. So definitely a little bit weird to see teams like that down in Silver 4, and I'm sure it causes a problem for some players when they're trying to get into gold to help themselves progress their account. But I will definitely need to continue to keep farming and get myself back up to where I'm supposed to be after slacking a little bit because of the trip and being out of town and all of that. So I appreciate all of you. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content, and I will see you soon in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.